Hanging with the dudes. We're back. I don't want to say this is episode 21, but
special episode.
It's,
we told y'all last
20
week.
and a half.
Yeah, we told y'all last week we're going to start putting out 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
And we're getting it started, boys. So, boys and girls.
Yeah, this is the episode where we, dude, week 1 is upon us.
It's coming.
2 days. 2 days. And we got Chiefs versus Lions to kick off the season. I'm excited, dude. I can't even express how excited I am. The football's back, dude.
It's crazy, man.
I'm so fucking hyped. And you know what? MCDC and the Lions are going to bite Mahomes' kneecap off, and they're not going to be able to play the rest of the season. I think the Lions are going to upset here.
Yeah,
it's possible.
That's not happening.
But Mahomes, I mean, they're going to start the game up 10 because of Mahomes. So the Lions need to really score some points to have a chance. What do you think it is?
I think that the only way that the Lions have a serious chance is if Chris Jones don't play. If Chris Jones plays and he's able to get after Jared Goff, it's over.
Is there any news on him? Is he? I don't think he is playing. I think he's sitting out.
I haven't seen any news on him.
They didn't re-sign him or nothing.
Yeah.
He wanted a deal. Which rightfully so. He was probably one of the top tackles in the league.
If they don't have Chris Jones, they're not winning either Super Bowl. So let's just get that out the way.
I mean, Chris Jones was a game wrecker last year. He was phenomenal.
He was the one who got the sack in the AFC Championship game after Mahomes went down there and got that field goal.
Yeah.
To end the game.
Sealed that game off, dude.
And then if you really think about it, like where else do they really have like a top end pass rusher other than him?
Right.
Like if they're up and they need to go get a sack, who else getting it other than him? They don't really have anybody. Everyone else, for the most part, young guys are rookies. So it's like, if the only way that the Lions have a chance is if it's like a 17-20 game going into the fourth quarter, like a 17-13 game, or like
I think they need to be up at half.
13-10.
If they're down, if the Lions are down at half, it's going to be really hard.
I think if they're at least tied at half, it's a game.
Yeah.
If they're up, if they're down at all by halftime, it's probably
going to be out of reach.
Yeah.
Because they'll be down in possession, they'll be forced to pass a little more.
Yeah.
And that just helps, it just makes them more one-dimensional. And it's very huge. I feel like the Eagles last season, we were so good, we got a lot of wins, is because we were up at halftime. We dictated the pace of the game.
Yeah, that helps. That helps big time.
It really does. Like, if you're up a score and a half or 2 scores, you control the clock, control the tempo, keep the other team's offense off the field by running the ball, doing quick screens, getting, 3rd and short, first down, 3rd and short, first down. It's like 20-play drives, ends in the field goal, which is fine because you're already up.
Right.
So I like the MCDC Lions. They kind of upgraded. They got some guys.
Yeah, and a lot of their guys also are suspended for 6 games because they're idiots and bet on NFL property. So
they bet. I don't know what they were betting on. Like, I think one of them was college football.
All of it's retarded.
They bet on their own team.
All of it's retarded.
It was bad. I thought Calvin Ridley would have stopped it all last year. When he got suspended a full season.
Niggas was like, he could do it, but watch, I could have win with it.
Yeah, people know Calvin Ridley. They don't know who I am. I'm just a rotational player. They won't know.
Fucking noodle bot.
So,
like, what idiot? Like, why would you ever even try to do that, knowing that they just seen what happened to Calvin Ridley and what he did, knowing they gonna crack down on that shit heavy? Right. Why would you even try that?
Yeah, it's I don't know. People are. You're playing the sport, okay? We can't play the sport because we're not 250 pounds, 6'6", brick shit houses. We're not that. So we bet on you. Or
guys. I don't have a leg like David Beckham. So.
Yeah. Or I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Or Destroying. Shout out Destroying. That's my guy.
He's a guy.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess if we're gonna start off with, because are we gonna do predictions this week or predictions on Saturday?
Well, let's do the predictions Saturday for the full week.
All right.
But this is gonna come out right before. This will come out before Thursday, so this will be like the Thursday night kickoff of the week.
Yeah, type of thing. I think Patrick Mahomes literally never loses in September, and he's 5-0 in opening career games with 19 touchdowns and 0 picks, like 130 passer rating.
Damn.
So I just can't. I think the Chiefs win like 27-17.
Oh, shit. Okay. I really want to pick the Lions, but it's just as a bettor, I kind of can't. It's just the Lions are going to be playing uphill the whole game. Well, as a bettor, let's take a look at the bet line here. So, Kansas City's giving the Lions 6.5, which is fair. Could be more, easily could be more, but it's week 1, so it's a little more conservative.
I don't think it could be more. I think that's a real. I think Vegas thinks that the Lions are that good that they're within a touchdown of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that good, but I think Vegas does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Lions did get better. They got a solid team. They did solid last year.
They ain't beating us though. You know why? Because we're gonna have a quarterback. We are gonna have a quarterback do something in the first week that we haven't had a Green Bay quarterback do since 2021. Which is throw for 300 fucking yards. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. I said it.
You think Love's gonna throw for 300 yards?
Jordan's throwing for 310 in game 1 against the Bears. Guaranteed.
Ooh. Against the Bears defense.
Man, that shit weak.
Eddie Jackson in the backfield.
Weak sauce.
I don't know.
Weak sauce.
That's gonna be a good game, I think. I think that's gonna be a decent game.
Where is it at?
I don't know. You're the Packers fan. I don't care. Home? Are they home?
I don't care.
I think
we're gonna take a fucking dub.
I think it's at the.
You heard me? We'll take a dub. You heard me? So I had to get in my New York bag. But yeah, bro, I think we got it.
But for straight money line, it's Chiefs heavily favored, minus 300, which is obvious. They're the better team. They're the Super Bowl champs. They got the best quarterback. They have the best tight end ever. Their defense gets it done. Like, their defense is painfully average, but they play their scheme so good. They're good coaches.
Y'all play at 4:25, don't y'all?
Yeah, we're like the prime time.
So are we. We play at 4:25 too.
Ooh,
against the Bears.
Well, the bar's gonna have brick house. So we're gonna be there. Or the bar has. They're gonna have red zone on still. Oh, maybe not.
No, it's going to be the Eagles. I'm going to have to turn the game on my phone.
Well, if you got YouTube TV, Red Zone's free for the first week.
I have NFL.
Oh.
And I could watch it on the NFL.
There you go. Yeah.
So I have to watch it while y'all are watching y'all game.
That'd be lit.
Y'all going to be all quiet. All y'all going to hear is, all you need is love. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, go back, go. Yo, they be out here surrounding me, dog. I'll be in a northeast Philadelphia bar full of angry, drunk Eagles fans with my Packers shit on, not caring. Speaking of not caring, it seems like the NFL doesn't care about its product, and they're trying to fucking get rid of the NFL of the kickoff.
Oh God, yeah, man. No, yeah, they did that rule change.
Speak on that rule change. This shit's retarded.
So now you can call fair catch on kickoffs.
So if you're inside the end zone before the 25-yard line, you can wave the kickoff off, and you automatically get the ball at the 25.
I mean, this makes sense to me.
From the preseason games I've watched, I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen one team, one person do it yet.
Right.
And I don't plan on seeing it anytime soon.
Well, it doesn't make sense because they're already kicking off like at the 35 or whatever. The kickers are so good nowadays. They're kicking it in the back of the end zone anyway. It's already a touchback.
Or they're kicking that shit in the stands.
Now, the strategy last year was, well, keep some leg off it, kick it at like the 1, and then you could have your guys get them, stop them before the 25.
Yeah, kick it high.
Kick it high, yeah, a lot of high hang time and shit.
Yeah.
But now if they're kick it before the end zone, they can waive that shit, which is I don't like. They're trying to get rid of the kickoff. That's not football. That's some pussy shit.
Well, their whole thing is they don't feel like having another multi-billion-dollar concussion lawsuit, and their thing is they feel like that is the most violent play in the entire game. But it's like you're taking a lot. Like if you implement something like that and teams just essentially get rid of special teams, you're taking a lot of opportunities from guys.
Oh yeah, dude, a lot.
Like there's a lot of
jobs.
There's a lot of people who are Hall of Famers who started their careers on special teams. Shannon Sharp, Rod Woodson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. A lot of undrafted Antonio Gates, like a lot of undrafted guys that like late round guys that started their careers on special teams, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how they got their name.
Darren Sproles, Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, bro. Devin Hester.
Yeah, dude. There's some returners. There's like gunners that are fly down the field. Like football's a violent sport. They're gonna get hurt. Everyone's banged up after a week or two. And honestly, in my opinion, I think punts are way more dangerous than kickoffs.
Right.
Because, I mean, they move the kickoff up. I barely see a run back anyway.
But that's the whole thing. Like, that's why I feel like they shouldn't get rid of it, is because there's still that element of the game. Like the excitement that brings. Like when Devin Hester, as a rookie, came out in the Super Bowl, got one kickoff and took that bitch to the crib.
Yep.
That's the first time in Super Bowl history that the first kickoff ever got took to the house.
Opening kickoff, yeah, that was wild.
Like the vibes of that, like your team's down 7 or your team's down 3, coming out second half, and you get the ball first. Your kickoff returner takes that bitch to the crib. Now y'all up. The energy, the whole emotion swing of that play.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? That you're taking a lot away from that, and I don't really like that. And I feel like it's gonna end up just being a rule, like a rule that some teams use, and like if a guy with a smart head, like the rule where if you're if you have, like, I've seen Randall Cobb do it before. Like, if you're catching a kick return, right, and it's near the sideline, but, like, say it duds out right in the corner at, like, the 2-yard line, but you have a body part out of bounds and you touch the ball, that's technically considered an out of bounds kick, and you get the ball at the 40.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like shit like that, it'll be like one of those type of rules where, like, if you remember it and you're smart, and say you get a high kickoff, you see the defense crashing, or you see the opposing special teams crashing, and you call a fair catch at the 5, you get them extra 20 yards. That could be a difference in the game. That's the only way I feel like we're gonna see that used. It's like very rarely in a situation where a guy's thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying? And he's thinking smart about it. That's the only way I see that being used. Only way.
The kickoff is the most football play in football.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the players are all kind of going to be on like a brotherhood pact. We're like, yo, we're not using this.
Yeah.
Unless it'll benefit your team. Like, we're not just going to do it just because we don't want to.
Exactly.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's how a lot of guys get their names. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like they'll be like, it'll like I said, similar to that out of bounds ball at the 40 thing, where I feel like it'll be used in certain situations. If a team's down 3, they got 45 seconds left. Dude kicks a high kickoff, or dude kicks a squib kick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it ends up at you at the 5-yard line.
I mean, no more squib kicks. You just wave that shit as soon as he kicks it. Oh no. Like, what the fuck? So
I mean, like I said, I don't see it being used much. I really don't.
It's silly.
Like I said, if it's used in a, like, say you're down 3, right, and you're playing the Chiefs in November, right, and you're down 3, and excuse me, and what's the name? I forget his name.
Harris Bucker
kicks a high ass kickoff, right? and you got whoever down there, Bart Scott, Gainwell, whoever's down there, returning the kickoff. He look up at the ball. He look down. He see the defenders getting closer. He look up. He like, oh shit, it's fading. Now he at the 5, and he see them defenders is at the 30. Say he calls that shit off, right? It's 37 seconds left on the clock. Now instead of getting tackled at like the 13-yard line, now y'all got that extra 12 yards to work with. So like I said, I could see it being used in a situation like that.
Yeah, and that's what it's for. It's like,
but I don't know. They put that. They implemented
they put it in
that
for injuries. They don't.
Yeah, they want people using it as much as possible. I'm saying that I don't think that'll happen. I think it's being used in situations where the player feels like it'll benefit the team.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only way I'll see that being used.
Yeah.
Similar to a fair catch on a punt.
It's just silly. They need to invest, like, if they care about players' health and injuries, maybe invest in, like, actual better helmets. I know they've been coming out with crazier, a little bit better helmets and shit, but, like...
Well, it's a couple people that use them newer helmets with more padding, like, I think...
It's not even the padding that they need. You're, like, think about it. Your brain is inside of a sack of water, so it moves inside of your skull. So I think they need a gyroscope inside of the helmet. I think they need to find a way to keep your skull as steady as possible when you take an impact. Because no matter how much padding there is in the helmet, if you hit your head back hard enough, your brain's hitting your skull anyway. Doesn't matter. Helmet or not.
That's what I'm saying. So there's really no way that you're able to do that unless you put something inside their fucking skull.
Not inside their skull, but like you can have the helmet move rather than your head.
But that's a lot of times why you'll see guys wear a little bit looser helmets.
That's what they need. I feel like they need a type of, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but what I'm saying is you could probably figure out
they would
something.
Need the equivalent of memory foam padding.
Yeah.
I feel like that would work the best.
They need padding that can move during a hit, so it moves the helmet and padding rather than your head and skull when you get hit or fall to the ground.
Right, but at the same time, any amount that you can have all that, and with a certain amount of force, none of that's gonna matter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're always going to have head injuries in that sport. It's just what it is. It is what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the type of sport it is.
Right. And that's why, like, I have a respect for a lot of the NFL guys. Like, they all say, I know what I signed up for.
Yeah, they put their body on the line.
And, like, I know it ain't the same sport. I know it ain't as physical, but baseball can be scary, bro.
Yeah. You
got a dude that's throwing 99, throwing 100, and he don't got control of it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And he whizzes one by your fucking eyebrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you sign up for it. That's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand that being an athlete myself, being a former athlete myself, like not, being a pro or anything, but just being an athlete. I was a college athlete. So, like, I understand. I seen mid-90s whiz by my eyeballs. Yeah. Like, I've seen it.
Right.
And it's scary.
It is scary, yeah.
But what I have to do is dust myself off, get back in the box, and go hit the ball.
Line up, yeah. You gotta.
So it's, you know what I'm saying. So I understand, and that's why I got a lot of respect for those NFL guys, because at the end of the day, they feel like, I understand. It's a lot of concussions. We're all big guys moving very fast. Mm-hmm. It's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's no way to avoid it. I feel like the NFL could instead of fucking with the game and screwing the game up, and taking the most iconic play out of the game, why don't you just make billion-dollar organizations have fucking real grass instead of bullshit turf that fucks your ligaments up? It's harder. It's rough to play on. I know there's some athletes that prefer turf. You can run a bit faster on it. You run faster on turf. Yeah. But like it's not. But like, that plays against them, because their thing is you're running full speed on the kickoff, and that's where the injuries happen, because you're running two people running full speed at each other. Well, if you're running faster on turf, don't you think it's a little better to just have grass to slow them down a little bit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
But the reason why a lot of NFL teams use like a high grade turf or like a turf grass hybrid or something like that is because when you have grass fields in certain parts of the country, East Coast, high West Coast, like the Seattle area, like you're dealing with a lot of rain, a lot of snow. So when you got big dudes 6'5", 330.
They tear the field.
Right. And I mean tearing the field up.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially every week you're going to have to lay down a whole new sod, lay down a whole new grass, patch work every week. Like, that's why in baseball it's a bit easier to have a natural grass outfield, because I mean, other than the cleats, you're not having 35 dudes or 22 dudes at a time tearing up one section of a field, like one section of the outfield.
Like, you'll have organizations like, you tell me they don't have the money to
no. When you have that much grass, like, you got to understand, you have to replace like 330 yards of grass.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Not 330 yards, 330 feet, 120 yards.
You have to repair that within a week because they play the next week.
So think about the amount of the thousands and thousands of dollars. Not only you're spending on the material, but you're spending on the equipment to put down the material, and then you're spending on the labor for the equipment for the material. It's a lot. Not every organization is run like a big name, like you'll have your Patriots, right, who's run by $1 billion guy. If they wanted to, they could probably do that. Kraft could probably afford it. If the Chiefs wanted to, they make enough money, they could probably afford it.
A lot of
the Cowboys, right, because Jerry Jones has made that team worth so much, they sell so much, they brand so much, they have so many brand deals, TV deals. If he wanted to, he could probably afford to. Yeah. But a team like the Bengals, where they're basically ran by a husband and wife, and have been for forever, they're not going to have that same money to renovate that field every single week, or at least at a minimum 8 weeks out of the year.
I don't know. I think you're underestimating how much money that they have.
No, I understand. I'm not saying that they don't have that money. I'm saying that they're trying to keep the money.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because, bro, that's, like, I would say it's got to be close to $100,000 that they would have to spend 8 weeks a year plus the playoffs.
Yeah. Which is fine, though. Like,
no, you're thinking that, right? Because you're just thinking, oh, they have all this money, they could do it, right? But you got to understand, like, when you have that much money, you tend to spend a lot of it.
Yeah.
You're allocating it to the players you're paying, the coaches you're paying, the staff you're paying to renovate the field, to feed people hot dogs in the stands. You know, you're organizing business deals, so you're putting a little money in to get some back. You know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying, trying to build the business of a team. Like, it's a lot more into it than just fixing a field, paying a couple players, and then, you know.
Well, yeah, 100%. But the way I'm seeing it is the owners like voted on these rule changes, and they wanted, the owners want less injuries, so they voted on this bullshit kickoff shit. Why don't the owners just vote, hey, why don't you just spend money on better fields so people get hurt less? Because turf is hurting people.
Right. But at the same time, the way they're looking at it is that in their overhead, they're saving more money having a turf field and not having to redo the field every week. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it. I'm just trying to give you the mindset of a billionaire that owns multiple businesses, including an NFL football team.
Right, yeah.
They, like that 9 times out of 10, if they own any type of team, baseball, hockey, football, basketball, whatever, soccer, whatever, that's not the only business you own. I almost guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And so if that's the biggest business that you own is that team, you're to even get money to your team most of the time, you're pulling money from your other businesses.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean,
so
NFL make so much revenue though. It's like, and then plus all the owners split revenue for ticket sales, merch sales. Yeah, it's not just one team making
right.
Money,
No,
it's
I
all
understand.
the teams.
I understand that, but at the same time, like.
And
there are some teams where most of their money is coming from the tickets and the revenue sales and all that.
Yeah.
They don't have their own brand deals like the Patriots or like the Cowboys or like the Packers maybe in Wisconsin do.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, the Packers can use natural grass. They pull so much money from the community and from outside, fans. in their ticket sales and revenue just because it's Lambeau Field.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That they're able to allocate enough money every year to put it on renovating that field every year. Like I said, some teams aren't like that. Some teams aren't built like that. They're not allocating their money that way.
They're just bad business.
I don't think it's
Because if
that.
they don't have the money to do that, then what the fuck are they doing?
Well, I don't think the Chiefs use natural grass.
Yeah, they do.
Are you sure?
That field is natural grass.
But that would make sense though.
Eagles is natural grass. Patriots. There's like a lot of indoor stadiums are the mostly where the turf is.
Right.
Atlanta, Cowboys,
Right.
Saints.
Right.
Which one of the crazy ones is the one team in the middle of the fucking desert with a dome has natural grass. How the fuck? Like, you're telling me the Arizona Cardinals have natural grass? They're in the middle of the desert. They have to get water from bumblefuck.
They don't have natural grass.
Yes, they do.
They have that turf slide out fucking.
That's grass.
That's
grass.
That was not natural grass because a lot of the players.
That was the football. That was the Super Bowl thing that they overwatered the grass and they fucked it up. That's why it was so slippery.
I don't know. I heard
Arizona has natural grass.
No, bro. I heard it was they was trying out some type of new turf, and that's what the Arizona's the first stadium.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I'm pretty sure Arizona has natural grass, and I think they're the only dome field with natural grass.
I don't think that's natural grass, gang.
They wouldn't have had that issue on the Super Bowl if it wasn't, because the turf would have been fine. They wouldn't even have to water the turf because it's not fucking real. It's plastic. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they use real grass.
Like 49ers have that. A lot of teams, like, I think the majority of the teams have natural grass. It's just a certain team. I don't know. The stats are conflicting too. I mean, turf's definitely harder, but some players like playing on turf. They run a little faster.
All right, so they do. It's a Bermuda grass.
Yeah, it's a certain grass they use. It uses less water because they're in the middle of the fucking desert. Kind of like Saudi Arabia has grass out there in the desert because they're just trillionaires. They can afford it. I mean, Saudi Arabia can also put fucking rain in the clouds.
There's a lot of teams that use natural grass. Actually,
there's a lot. There's a lot, but there's certain stadiums that get hurt more, and they're all turf. It's not great.
Well, the only turf I'm seeing is so far Dallas, Atlanta, the Bills.
The Bills is turf?
Says A turf Titan 50.
Oh shit.
The Panthers use field turf.
Mm.
I said the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
The Lions use turf.
Yeah. Saints 100%.
The Texans use turf.
Yeah.
I think the Colts use turf.
Yep. 8.
The Chargers and Rams use turf.
That's 10 out of 32. About 33%.
The Saints use turf.
Yeah. It's 11.
And that's it. Oh, and the Seahawks use turf.
12.
So a little less than half the teams.
So it's like 33%. A third of the league.
I thought it was more that use turf, to be honest.
I kind of did too, but now when you kind of think about it a lot, like I think of more natural grass stadiums than... Because there's only 31 stadiums because the Chiefs
Listen to this.
Or not the Chiefs.
In comparison, today's artificial turf is much safer than back then, but it's still a long shot from natural grass, especially for NFL players' preference. In 2020, the following numerous players suffering injuries on off artificial turf. NFL Players Association President J.C. Treader advocated against the use of artificial turf. In a survey conducted by the NFLPA regarding the use of turf versus natural grass, nearly 93% of players listed artificial turf as an impediment to their careers, while 91% stated that it made them feel more fatigued and sore.
Yes. It's a harder surface.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
it's a harder surface.
Yeah.
You get, like, I that's why a lot of teams football, when they play on turf, they wear long sleeves because they get cut.
Look, I never played football on turf. I've played on turf baseball fields and I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
it looks nice.
It looks great.
It looks great. It sucks to play on. Like if you're playing on a 90-foot turf field, you have to slide like an extra 10 feet than you normally would on dirt. It's crazy because you'll slide right past the bag. Yeah. I've done it. Like it sucks. Like the ball bounces harder on it because it's you're playing on rubber essentially. So
and also like they use those there's the turf fields that have that fake dirt. It's like those little rubber pellets.
Yeah, well, a lot of turf fields use that.
That shit gets kicked up. It gets in your eyes. That's why people wear the visors now because that shit gets in your eyes. A little pellet gets stuck in your eye and shit. That happened to a couple players. Or the pellet you slide on the ground, you get fucking 6 pellets in your fucking skin, just like a fucking buckshot in your arm.
It's called turf burn.
Yeah, turf burns and shit. Like it's rough. Turf toe.
Yep.
Because the surface is hard as fucking wood. It's hard. It's a hard surface. Even though it's rubber, it's still hard.
That shit's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's rough. The teams can definitely afford natural grass. They just choose not to. Well, and it's a lot of the teams where it's like Seattle that rains every fucking week there. And it's hard to maintain.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of them teams, like there's a couple teams in there that.
Like I get where you're coming from. You're 100% right about that because they don't want to spend the money to maintain that shit.
Right, bro. Because you're gonna end up losing money in the long run.
But are they gonna lose money in the long run from lawsuits because they refuse to have that and they're having more injuries on their fields? You know, like they're having the backlash of injuries. They want to prevent injuries, so they're fucking up the game rather than actually look at the evidence of what's causing the injury.
But you also got to think, like, how many times have we seen games on a natural grass field and it's hella muddy, no one can run, everyone's slipping and falling.
It's football, baby.
But that same game could be held on turf in the rain, and now guys can still make cuts, guys can still run in and out of routes. So that's like a place in Seattle. Turf, you need turf. Yeah. Unless you have an indoor stadium. That you could put natural grass in, where you're protecting it from all that rain, you're gonna need turf.
Yeah, and it makes
I think even the Mariners use turf in their outfield grass, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's a whole indoor stadium, right? The Mariners?
No, the Mariners don't have an indoor stadium. It's like a half and half.
Okay.
It's like them soccer stadiums where like a lot of the crowd is under like the roof, but it's still open.
Yeah, the middle is open.
But it's like Seattle's is like the middle out to like left center field.
Yeah,
it's like a little weird. But
I want to go to Seattle Stadium. It looks cool.
I would love. I told Nick when we get rich enough or when we have enough money, or if we can do this and make enough money where we're all comfortable and we can quit all our other jobs, I want to do the 30 ballparks in 30 days.
That's what Tom Grossi did.
Yeah,
did you see
I want to do that. I want to do 30 parks in 30 days. We could just rent.
I don't want to copy him.
We can rent.
Let's do baseball stadiums instead.
That's
baseball stadiums instead.
That's what it is.
No, yeah.
No, that's
but he did football.
You can't do 30 football games in 30 days. It don't work like that. Their entire
no, not games. Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, you said games.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to go.
Yeah.
To all 30 ballparks, back to back. 30 games in 30 days. I mean that.
That'd be crazy. The logistics of that would be wild, though.
I mean that.
Yeah, that'd be cool shit, though.
No, someone's already set it up. You could look up how to set up the whole trip.
Yeah.
On the internet, you could set the whole trip up, buy every ticket, all that. I want to do that.
That'd be crazy.
When we start making enough money where we can quit all of our jobs.
Oh, that would be lit. Yeah.
That I want to do that. I want to rent like a 6-person van or some shit like that, or we'll take your pop's van for 2 weeks, just give him the gas money or some shit. And I want to do that.
We'll have to do a charity event for that.
What? So we can get it sponsored?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, if we can get it sponsored by like a charity or something, raise some money or some shit.
We'll raise money doing it.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's what Tom Grossi did. He raised a lot of money for Children's Hospital.
That's fire.
He rose. His goal was like 100,000. He got like $250,000. Like he got a lot for that, which is cool. That video was wild. Him going like he almost missed a couple flights. Like he had to scramble around. Like it was stressful. It's a lot.
Bro.
But it's definitely cool as fuck. Like that, I would love to do that. Like They're letting him, like, because at first, they're like, who the fuck's this Tom Grassi guy? Like, who? They're not going to let him in our stadium. The fuck? And then he got, like, a couple days in, a couple stadiums in, he's getting a lot of followers. And then the social media teams, the teams were like, yo, we got to let this guy in or we're going to get bashed. We're going to get bashed just like, I forget what stadium he tried to go to, and they're just like, get the fuck out of here. I think it was the Bills. I forget which one that was. It was funny. They're like, who the fuck is this kid? I guess you could take a tour. Like, they're just like, okay. Like, they went outside. They're like, yo, there's like 200 people outside the stadium right now. They're like, there's no event today. Who the fuck is Tom Grassi? Who the fuck? Like, they're just like, what the fuck's going on? And then that kind of built up. And then Seattle gave him a crazy tour. The Broncos gave him a crazy tour. Obviously, the Packers, because that was just like his home state. That's his like team.
Yeah, go Pack, go, baby. Fuck you mean?
The Eagles didn't let him in because we were busy.
Yeah, because y'all are fucking assholes. That's fine, though.
Philly,
that's why y'all lost the Super Bowl, bitch.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Nah, we lost the Super Bowl because of real grass.
No, y'all lost.
Maybe if we played on turf, we would have fucking won.
Y'all lost the Super Bowl because Jalen Hurts wasn't using Stickum like Jerry Rice did.
Nah, dude, don't even worry about it, dude. It's because Patrick Mahomes.
My man said, "Hut."
Oh, it's fucked up.
It went like this.
I blame Jason Kelsey. He snaps the ball like a maniac. That's what I blame.
No, it wasn't even a snap.
No, it wasn't.
It was a perfect. It wasn't. It was a perfect snap. Jalen Hurts took like 3 steps and just dropped the ball.
Yeah, he just slipped out his hand.
Yeah. No, that wasn't Jason. Don't try and blame it on my OG,
No, it's because
bro.
they gave him popcorn before the game. Like, that's fucked up. Like, you can't just leave popcorn around in the locker room. It's gonna get eaten. There's big humans in there need to eat.
Speaking of needing to eat, it's football season, so that means it's fantasy season.
Oh my god!
Hope all of you guys got all your fantasy drafts in, got them in well.
Do you think Commissioner Mole has our teams in?
No, he definitely don't.
I'm gonna check again.
He definitely doesn't.
I'm gonna check again.
100%.
Nope. Yeah, it's still off.
But I have my team. So me, Mike, and 10 of our other homies have a 12-man league.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you my team first, because my team's ass, or at least a lot of people are telling me that until I win. I got Mahomes at QB, Chubb at RB1, AJ Dillon, Christian Watson, Deebo Samuel, Dalton Schultz, Zay Flowers, Jalen Reed, Packers defense, Justin Tucker is my kicker, MVS, third and Renfro, I got Chuba Hubbard, Kadarius Toney, Noah Fant, Luke Musgrave, and Matt Collins. Rounding out my bench. A couple of those guys will be switched in and out throughout the weeks.
Well, to note, you took Christian Watson in round 4, which was rough. You know who you picked above? You know who you picked Christian Watson above? You picked him above Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett.
I think he has better numbers than all of them.
Keenan Allen.
I think he has better. Keenan Allen gets hurt every year. I'm not picking him.
I know. George Pickens? You picked him over George Pickens. Pickens is nice.
I think he has better numbers.
George Pickens has hands.
I think Christian Watson has better numbers.
You picked him over Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans.
Look who Mike Evans has thrown in the football.
Yo, Baker's dozen, bro.
Baker's dozen picks, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He's thrown the most interceptions in the NFL since he's come in.
I want to break down everyone's team right here. So Scott, our boy Scott, he picked Diggs round 1. Pick 11, Stephon Diggs. I like the pick. I like Diggs. Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones.
See, that's what
Damian Pierce. He has 3 really good running backs.
That's what fucked me up, bro. I had the 12th pick in the first round.
Yeah, it's rough. Don't blame me. I did the generator. I didn't.
Mike don't fuck with me, bro. We supposed to be Italian brothers in arms, bro, and he ain't even show love with me.
Why would I give myself pick 8? It's dumb. If I was me, I would be pick like 3.
That's what I wanted. Yeah. I got in the. I'll tell y'all my $20 league team. I got pick 2. That team's actually really nice.
Scott's team. He has 3 really good quarterbacks or running backs. Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones, Damian Pierce.
I'm gonna get him to trade me Aaron Jones.
And he's got Alexander Madison. It's good.
But I don't see him getting that many. They're gonna be.
His wideouts are a little rough.
But they're gonna be.
Diggs, which is good, but Terry McLaurin's Cortland Sutton's
That's what I'm saying. You're telling me, right? Look, all them wideouts. Rename all them wideouts. You said I picked after I picked Watson before. Name all of them.
Amari Cooper.
Ass.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, wait.
Just name like the next 5 receivers picked after him.
Jordan Addison.
Not having better
Christian
numbers.
Kirk.
Not having better numbers.
Mike Williams.
Possible that he has better numbers.
Chris Godwin.
Not having better numbers.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Hell no.
Mike Evans.
Maybe if Baker just throws them all go routes. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way.
I think he'll be okay. Brandon Ayuk.
He might maybe have better numbers than Christian Watson if Brock Purdy is what we all think he might be.
Michael Pittman Jr.
No.
That was my pick.
Hell no. Anthony Richardson's not getting him I think Christian Watson touches 1,000 yards. So how many of them receivers you named after Christian Watson that got picked you think is going to touch 1,000?
Mike Evans.
Only one.
Mike Williams maybe, but he gets hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not picking anybody from the Chargers.
But you're banking on, Christian Watson getting 1,000. He hasn't done that before.
He had like 700 last year with a quarterback that didn't even want to be there with him. Now he has a. Now he has a. Let me tell you why I'm so.
He's proven.
I'm so on the bandwagon of Christian Watson and Jordan Love because Christian Watson did an interview and he said the same exact thing that Greg Jennings said Aaron Rodgers said to him. When Aaron Rodgers first got in there with Greg Jennings, when Aaron got there, Greg was in his second year. So in Aaron Rodgers' second year, he was still on the bench. Greg Jennings was in his third year, still a young guy.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers came up to Greg Jennings during a practice and said, yo, in a couple years, bro, this is our team. This is our shit.
That's what he did, huh?
Christian Watson said that Jordan Love said the same thing to him last year.
Yeah, it's all
This is our team. This is our team in the future.
I want to believe, dude. I want to believe. But this season's going to make me believe or not. Because he's got to prove it, dude. You got to admit that. He's got to prove it.
That's fine.
He's got to prove it.
Ain't about he's got to.
I like your belief, though.
It's about he's going to.
I like your passion. I love your belief in the team. I love it. That's
my dogs.
That's what you want to see as in a fan. That's what you want to see.
But I'm realistic about it. I'm not sitting out here saying we're going to the Super. But I'm
sitting here saying he's going to get 1,000 yards. That's
Christian. He had 800 yards last year with a quarterback that didn't have a 300-yard passing game.
That's Aaron Rodgers.
And he didn't even have a 300-yard passing game. And on top of that, Aaron had no type of connection with those receivers. You don't think that the entire time for the last 2 years before this spring training, who do you think who do you think all year last year in spring training was throwing with Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson with the ones? Just Jordan Love. Because who else is at practice?
Yeah, it's true.
Who else is in the preseason?
Who's the backup quarterback there?
I think the boy we drafted from Penn State.
Oh, okay, so
Sean Clifford.
Yeah, okay.
Or something like that. He nice though. He looked decent in the preseason. Like something happened to Jordan Love, God forbid.
Right.
Or like we up 30, want to give ball some time.
Yeah.
He seemed nice.
All right.
But I think
Love's going to be all right.
I think Christian Watson takes a serious joke because last year you got to remember Christian Watson really wasn't running no routes. He was just running go routes, routes and like slants and posts. Like he's learned all the news that I've been hearing from Packers Nation is that Luke Musgrave looks like fucking Kelsey 2.0.
Luke Musgrave's going to be good.
They said that he's about to be something. That's why I drafted him late in the rounds. Because I think that if he gives me 2-3 solid weeks in the beginning of the year, like 70, 80-yard games, I'm going to put him in my starting lineup. And a lot of what people have been saying is Christian Watson has taken another serious step when it comes to route running. Being a route runner, not just being that 4.29 speed, but being a route runner, being able to pick people apart with his feet at the line of scrimmage. If that happens, and we have Dobbs on the other side who already came in as a route technician, and we have Jalen Reed in the slot, who they said is like a young Randall Cobb. And then we have Luke Musgrave, who they're saying is Travis Kelce 2.0. Man out here in spring training in training camp making one-hand grabs and shit.
Beast.
I could see Christian Watson.
3 tight ends.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't think that's wild.
Because you have 3 running backs.
Because
that's a you're gonna be, you better pray. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be fine, and I can pick guys up.
Running back's is the position they get hurt a lot. I wanted to go through. So here's my team. I was pick 8. Got Saquon at pick 8. Saquon helped me win the league last year. He's running back, best running back, most consistent. I think he does it again. Now that he's got a deal done, you know,
that dumbass deal.
But the dumbass deal is on the field. Then I got Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, because fuck you. I was gonna take Calvin Ridley. You want to trade?
Calvin might be good.
Let's do a trade on the podcast.
Calvin for Debo. Nah, I think Calvin's better. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really like doing trades the first few weeks because I'm the team I draft. I'm really confident in. So I like to see what's going on first. That's why Darren Waller was struggling last year. That's why I traded him to Jimmy for Cordell Patterson. And then that same week, Cordell Patterson had 3 touchdowns, 30-something points, and then the week after he got hurt and I had to drop him. He helped me win the 1 week, and then since I had Pat Freiermuth last year, which I have him again this year as my backup tight end, which my tight end this year is really good, Mark Andrews.
Fuck you again.
Love Mark Andrews. He's so good. But my running backs are a little Saquon's really good. Dave Montgomery, I'm kind of banking on him doing good, but it scares me. I picked him over Swift, and I was really thinking about picking Swift too. But I think Dave Montgomery on Detroit he fits better there. I think he's going to get a lot of touches in Detroit. And I got J.K. Dobbins as well in Baltimore. And I think he's pretty good. I got Michael Pittman Jr. as a flex guy. My quarterback is Tua. Not the best, but quarterbacks were going early. Like Mahomes, rightfully so, went to Ish round 2, which is fine. Like he's a round 2 guy. But you know what's crazy? The first quarterback pick was Jalen Hurts. Nick picked him in round 2, his second pick.
I picked my quarterback first. It was a snake draft.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So it was Mahomes. Then
I literally went Chubb, Mahomes. Yeah. And I'm hoping that them two carry my team.
Yeah.
Although my team nice, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
You got some.
Now my $20 league team is fire. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I wanna go over Mo's team. There's Mo's here. So Mo's team's very nice. I think Mo's got a nice draft team. He's got Austin Eckler, Miles Sanders as his running backs. Amon-Ra St. Brown, DK Metcalf as his wideouts.
Decent.
Good. TJ Hawkinson and Kyle Pitts.
That
might be dirty because you could put either one in a flex too, right?
Yeah, but you also.
And he's got Jamal Williams and Michael Thomas and Raheem Mostert and DJ Chark and Adam Thielen. He's got fucking players.
I mean, his team.
But his quarterback's rough. Daniel Jones. I had him as a backup last year and I had to get rid of him because he just wasn't even worth keeping. He might do okay because he's got Darren Waller now. But they don't have wideouts. New York still doesn't have wideouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is he throwing the ball to?
Darren Waller and Saquon Barkley.
It's not worth it. So my ball, my player.
My $20 league, nice. So my quarterback in that league is Lamar, and then my 2 running backs are J.K. Dobbins and Kenneth Walker. My number 1 wideout is Jamar Chase. My number 2 wideout is Christian Watson, who's projected for 13.7 points on Sunday. Fuck you, eat a dick.
13, that's it.
He gonna get 26 though.
He's gonna get 26.
He's projected for more points against Chicago than Mark Andrews is against Houston.
Well, because Mark Andrews is a tight end.
The second best tight end in the league.
So, dude.
And then I got Mark Andrews because There's no better combination than Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson, other than maybe Mahomes and Travis Kelce. If you somehow could pull that off in a draft. And then I got George Pickens, which is why my team's name in this league is NFL Youngboy.
NFL Youngboy.
And then the Packers defense, and then I got Anders Carlson as my Packers kicker.
Yeah, you don't have a better emblem than me, though.
No, well, I gotta upload my shit. I gotta get.
I got Peyton Manning in the shiesty.
I gotta get a picture of George Pickens when he's looking at himself being drafted in the fucking shiesty. I gotta get that as a picture. I need to.
I was having issues with it. I finally got it to work.
How'd you do it?
It was fucked up. I had to do it on a computer.
Oh yeah, you
couldn't do it on the phone. It was fucked up. But I did it on the computer, and I finally got.
I know how to do
Peyton Manning in the shiesty. It was great. Timmy Two Toes is gonna win the league. All right, let's go over Mo's team here, because Mo's teams, or we did Mo's team. Sorry, Nick's team. Nick's team's pretty good too. He picked Tyreek Hill, pick 3 overall, and then he went and surprised everyone, which I don't think is a good pick. He picked Jalen Hurts really early, but he knew Scott was gonna pick him anyway, because Scott always picks him.
Yeah.
Scott didn't pick a quarterback until fucking the third to last round. He picked Derek Carr, which is wild. And he has 1 as well.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that.
But Nick's got Travis Etienne and Alvin Kamara. Decent. And Alvin Kamara dropped, dude. He picked Alvin Kamara in round 7. Like, he dropped, which is wild.
Because I don't think that many people believe in him.
I still do. He's still really good. He's got Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore, Dallas Goedert, Christian Kirk, Drake London. Drake London's going to be a stretch, but he could be really good in Atlanta. He was decent last year. No one throwing him the ball. And again, that might be the same issue this year too. And he's got Kirk Cousins as his backup. I think he just picked up Nick had a weird draft because he picked QB so early. Like, why did he pick Kirk round 9? Like, you could have just picked Kirk fucking the last pick because no one was picking Kirk.
The Kirk Thuggins?
He's got Elijah Mitchell and Kenneth Gainwell.
What's up with people drafting 2 quarterbacks?
I drafted 2, but mine was my last pick was Bryce Young. Just fuck it. I was gonna pick Dak Prescott, but
I don't ever draft a second quarterback unless it's a league where you use 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. You always need a backup. Just because of bye week. You want to have a decent backup guy.
But I mean, you could find a decent dude on waivers.
No, yeah, for sure. But I don't wasting waivers on backups.
Them bye weeks, so for mine, right? Like, my bye week will probably be, I don't know when the Packers bye week is. I got to look it back up. I think mine is week 6. Yeah, our bye week is week 6. So, by week 6, bro, right now, well, I don't know who's available in that league as far as in the $75 league, right? Mm-hmm. But if I look in the $20 league, it's a whole bunch of quarterbacks that would be available week 6. Jordan Love, I could pick up for a game.
Moose's team is nice.
Moose's team is actually really nice.
Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, and Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco's going to get touchdowns this year. 100%. His tight end sucks, Evan Ingram. He's okay. But I feel like the Prince doesn't really throw to his tight end a lot. He has really good wideouts over there. Calvin Ridley to me, you know what I'm saying? And his team, and then the rest of his team kind of falls off heavy. He needs to pray that no one gets hurt. But his bye weeks are all separate, which is really good. Actually, I need to check that.
So
you have quite a few week 10 buys.
Yeah. But that's right before the playoffs, so that's cool.
I have a couple week 13 buys.
That's not the best.
Saquon, Mark Andrews, and then backup players: Jacoby Myers, Ty Chandler. But they're mostly spread out. couple week 9s. I think this is going to be a good season. This is going to be competitive. I feel like our round 1 was really solid. We picked all the right guys. Cafferty went 1. Justin Jefferson went 2. Tyreek Hill went 3. I would have swapped Jamar Chase went 4. I would have swapped them too, but Nick likes Tyreek. Travis Kelce, which was that one was a little strange. I think he would have been a round 2 guy.
Who, Kelce?
Yeah. He's still really good though. Like he can be worth the first round, but pick 6, Travis Kelce.
I keep it 100. If he was there,
you're picking him.
I was gonna go Mahomes, Kelce.
Oh, that
was gonna be my 2 picks, but he wasn't there.
Yeah. Then Austin Eckler, Bijan Robinson, Saquon, Devontae Adams, Derrick Henry. I didn't think Henry should be in there that high. Probably would put. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I mean, bro,
Stephon Diggs.
It's like you can almost guarantee he's gonna run for 1,500 yards.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's like the only guy on fucking Tennessee, really. This could be a good fantasy season, dude. I'm excited. I'm defending champ, so I gotta get at least 10 wins again this season.
Not happening.
We'll see what happens. I think Saquon's gonna be good, and then I don't know, dude. I got a couple sleepers that might be really turn out to be really good. Jahan Dotson on the Commanders, dude. He might be a problem.
Possible.
Especially if Terry gets hurt. If Scary Terry gets hurt, Jahan gets all those targets. Woo! He gonna be getting tutters. And Alec Pierce, you might be sleeping on. If Anthony Richardson is him, Alec Pierce is gonna catch bombs. He's gonna catch bombs. Plus, he lines up in a slot too. He's gonna get first downs.
But what if he's not him, which could very much happen?
Then Alec Pierce, I got him so late, it doesn't even matter. I'll just keep him on my bench just in case. He's the one backups back up. But yeah, this was a good little in between episode. You know, first breakdown the Thursday night matchup. I'm super excited. That's gonna be a pretty good game, I think.
I think it'll be a lot closer than people think, and I think KC will just run away with it for the most part.
So, what's your bet on this? So, would you take a Chiefs -6.5 then?
I would do like Chiefs money line, Pat to throw for like 275 plus, and Pat to throw 2+ touchdowns.
I think Kelce gets a touchdown week 1.
That too, yeah. I would probably put in a Kelce touchdown.
Pacheco gets a touchdown.
Maybe.
I could just see him catching a screen at like the 15-yard line running it.
He probably just run that shit in from the goal line. And little niggas crazy.
And what do you think about the over-under, 54.5? I'm going under. I don't think there's going to be a high score.
I think under.
Yeah.
I think under too. I think it'll be like I said, 27. Well, you said 54.5. Mm-hmm. My score would be right at 54.
Oh, shit.
27-17.
Okay.
So I think under.
Yeah.
Barely, but I think under.
All right. Well, this kind of wraps it up here.
Get ready, people. A lot more content coming out. 2 episodes a week, so get used to it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. This is going to be a really fun NFL. This is the first time we're going to be kind of covering it as like a podcast.
Like media, as a media team?
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to see a lot of dumb shit. Our predictions are going to be probably all wrong. And except
for my Packers prediction of only 10-7.
And every time the Eagles lose, Nick's going to be super upset and overreact.
And I'm
going to
be talking shit
and
crazy.
When the Packers lose, he's still going to be up. Nah, it was a fluke. It was a fluke. Bullshit.
Facts.
We should have won anyway.
Facts. 100%.
But we don't even verse the Packers this year, I don't think, right?
No, we don't play y'all for a couple years.
So that would have been, that would be good content.
Yeah, I think this past year was the last year we play y'all for like a couple years.
Yeah. But I feel like anytime the Packers lose, Nick's going to be on you for that.
Yeah, it'll happen.
But, you know, it's okay.
Like all of you assholes do.
Yeah, well, if you talk a big talk, you got to walk the big walk, yeah?
That's fine. So do y'all. So do y'all.
So do we, yeah.
Nick told me.
I'll be realistic Eagles fan this year.
Nick told me y'all was going 16-1 this year. So
I'm being realistic.
If I see 1 and 2 in them first 3 games, I'm on your ass.
You do have a tougher schedule this year for sure.
Right. That's what happens when you go to the Super Bowl.
But the Patriots suck, so we're gonna go up in New England and we're gonna destroy Robert Kraft, steal all of his mac and cheese.
Bill Belichick going to walk into that stadium and beat y'all, and then after they're going to be like, how did you beat such a good team like the Philadelphia Eagles? And then nigga's going to go. And nigga's going to go.
That's what he's gonna do.
I don't even believe in Mac Jones, but as long as Mac Jones just throws 3 passes, we'll win.
Remember that Bills game last year with all the wind game? He threw like 3. He literally threw like 6 times.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
And he hasn't been the same since. If you look at his
threw
numbers,
like 6 passes.
He threw 3. If you look at his numbers, before that game, throwing the football, and then after that game, like it's a significant drop.
That's rough.
It's crazy.
That's rough. All right, that about wraps up. We'll be back Saturday. We'll get this episode out.
Saturday, we'll come back with the full episode. We'll go over the whole weekend. We'll go over every single game, who we picked to win, who we picked to lose.
We're going to keep track. So we're going to do the whole week. We're going to pick our wins and losses. We're going to keep track of everyone's wins and losses throughout the season. Who do you think is going to do the best? Predictions? It's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be fun. Now the wins and losses, we're just gonna do no spreads for that. We're just gonna pick
money lines.
Winners, money lines for that.
I feel like whoever wins should win something. Like whoever has the best record at the end of the season should win something.
We have to think of something.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
We'll have to.
Got a couple days.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got a whole season to go through, so
yep,
it's gonna be fun.
Yep, a lot of fun. So expect a lot of content coming from us, guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun ride. So bear with us. We're new. We're getting used to it. But I think that it's gonna be a great NFL season. I just feel like just in general. So it'll be a lot to talk about, a lot to sift through, a lot of storylines this year. So it'll be a great year. Great year for a lot of content.
It's gonna be awesome.
Facts.
I heard Dak Prescott's gonna come out as gay this year.
Well, he's a cowboy, so like, comment, and subscribe, people. We love you guys. See you next time.
Peace out.